Federal and state law enforcement agencies are on high alert for violence in Washington in the days before next week's inauguration. While significant preparations have been put in place around the U.S. Capitol, there is growing concern that state houses around the country will be targeted. And according to a social media analysis by NBC News, more than a dozen flyers are circulating online promoting pro-Trump rallies at state capitals. So joining us now, we have partner at Krebs Stamos Group, Chris Krebs. He's the government's former director of cybersecurity and infrastructure and the Infrastructure Security Agency. Chris, what can you add to those concerns that we already have seen from our own analysis of social media?
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me on. I think that's right. It's not just about Washington, D.C. and the inaugural. I will give a lot of credit to the transition team. You saw overnight that they asked the nominee for the Deputy Attorney General to slot in and help for coordination with law enforcement. That's Lisa Monaco, former Homeland Security Advisor. So they're taking this very seriously, certainly here in Washington. But to the bigger point, this is not just about Washington, D.C., and I think the show of force with 20,000 National Guard members should be a deterrent enough where a number of the otherwise protesters or insurrectionists will not come to D.C. They may stay home and go to their state capitals instead. And you've seen the FBI say that they're planning for 50 state capitals and the pro-Trump rallies or whatever you want to call them, to expect those sorts of things. But I would also suggest that this is going to be an opportunity for some of the accelerationists, the Boogaloo Boys and others that are more interested in the downfall of civil society. Well, they'll start targeting infrastructure, and that's the electricity grid, the telecommunications infrastructure. Think about Christmas Day in Nashville, those sorts of attacks. So it's incumbent upon not just state law enforcement and state executive leadership, but critical infrastructure owners, the CEOs, to stand up their crisis management teams and be prepared for any eventuality, not just on the 20th, but in the coming weeks and months.
Hey, Chris, it's Willie Geist. Good to see you this morning. You famously said back in November that this election was the most secure in American history. I thought about you as I've been watching some of these videos of the people who stormed the Capitol on January 6th, attacked it, killed police officers, looking into cameras during interviews and saying, what about the Dominion voting machines? Why didn't we use paper ballots? Regurgitating all the conspiracy theories that we've seen in the darkest corners of the internet. So I'm sorry to put you through your paces again, but I think it's important because the message isn't getting through to a lot of people without going through state by state and county by county why you said this was the most secure election in American history.
Yeah, it was 4 years of preparation. It was federal government investment in the systems that are used across this country. In 2016, Pennsylvania and Georgia both had systems where you just touch a screen, it records the vote. It's difficult to audit. So by investment and by government leadership at the state level, they made the transition to systems that generate a paper record that you can then recount the receipts and conduct an audit. And thank goodness that happened. I can't imagine a situation where we're defending those touch screens that they have in states like Louisiana and Texas right now. And so that is a priority for the next Congress, is to eradicate those machines as much as possible across the country. But going back to the paper, this is a keep it simple, stupid method. It's you go back, you can recount. Georgia counted 3 times. They're doing a audit again up in Bartow County in North Georgia for the recent recount. But if you have paper, you can conduct post-election audits, meaningful audits. They've done that across the country in Pennsylvania. They're doing it right now in Michigan. They've done it in Wisconsin. They've done it in Arizona. They've done it in Nevada. Every state that matters, the outcomes were consistent. Here's the problem, though. They don't care. The President of the United States is telling them it was stolen. That's what they want to hear. That's what we have to overcome. I'm not holding my breath that he's going to come up and, admit to the big lie. But if another member of Congress says anything about a rigged election, a stolen election, to Steve Schmidt's point, you got to run him out of Congress on a rail.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news, or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.